This is the Ball Talk Pod. Evan Kinsey. Starting now.
Some big news in the NBA today, as we just alluded to, as Pelicans forward Anthony Davis, a big target for the team, requested a trade from the organization, saying that he will not sign a contract extension this summer in hopes for a chance to win championships with another team. Davis is obviously linked to the Lakers because he and LeBron share the same agent, LeBron's high school friend, Rich Paul. Brad Turner of the LA Times reported this morning that if the Lakers want AD, they need to start with Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Ivica Zubac, and a first-round pick. Harrison, what are your thoughts on a potential trade?
So if that was the potential trade offer, that would honestly, I'm as high on Lonzo Ball as anyone, and that's still a steal for the Lakers. Yeah. If they could get Anthony Davis for anything close to that price, if that's actually what the Pelicans are asking for, and not just the starting point of negotiations or the bare minimum, and they want to talk about things or whatever. The Lakers should pull the trigger on that yesterday. Lonzo, I think, could end up being a really good NBA player. I feel pretty good about Kuz. Zubac, I think, is better than people realize so far, and he's only 21. A first-round pick is not going to be that great if you have Anthony Davis on your team. And so, that's an amazing package. Even still, even as much as I think that those guys are promising, I think that would be a steal of a deal for the Lakers. And, my thing is just, if you have the chance to pair up Anthony Davis and LeBron, you have to do whatever it takes to make that happen. If you have to trade, Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Ivica Zubac, a couple first-round picks, the Lakers' new training facility in El Segundo, the Shaq statue outside the arena, everything that's not nailed down, you throw that at Anthony Davis, because in basketball, you can only have 5 players on the floor at once. So anytime you can put 2 legitimate superstars, 2 guys that have claimed to be probably top 5, if not probably not top 3 necessarily, but definitely 2 top 5 players in the NBA when they're rolling on the floor together and on the same team. You figure the other stuff out later as far as filling in the margins. And if the Lakers made a deal for Davis now, unless they were taking back bad money from the Pelicans in return, which is possible, but if they aren't taking back a bad contract or some horrendous contract also, and have some cap space still this summer, and it's not going to be enough to sign the full max, but you can still go get some players this summer and have some room to go do some stuff if you go and trade for Anthony Davis guys that were going to be the long-term money that people were kind of projecting you to have on the books anyway. So, I just think this is something the Lakers have to get done. They need to try and get it done before the February 7th trade deadline, because the Boston Celtics can't really get into the bidding until this summer because they already have Kyrie Irving on their team, and he's on a so-called Rose Rule extension, which you can't have 2 of those players on your team at the same time. Davis is also on that type of extension. So until Kyrie renegotiate, either re-signs or is off the books this summer or re-signs on a new deal, the Celtics can't make a deal for Davis unless Kyrie is included in it in some way and leaving their team. And so, the Knicks obviously want to get involved, but the problem for them is that their first-round pick is a lot more valuable or at least is something that you're a lot more willing to trade for in June, because it's going to be a lot worse than it would be if the Knicks played the rest of the season with Anthony Davis, and you're going to know exactly what draft slot it's going to be. So the Lakers' 2 biggest competitors for a Davis deal, at least that we've heard about so far, are kind of hamstrung right now. And so if you're the Lakers, then you got to try and get this done now if you can. And I think I think they're going to try and do it. I don't know that it's going to happen, but I think that we're going to see a lot more rumors about it over the next 10 days or so.